Okay. Let me know how it is now if you guys have joined back. Hopefully it's better now. Hopefully. Welcome back, Crimson. Welcome back, Shane. Clank ain't. We are so back. You guys jump back quick. Heck yeah. Welcome back, Game On. Welcome back, Rad. Okay. So it is better now then. That was so weird. I have no idea why that was happening. It's always something, bro. It is always something. It's fixed? Okay, sweet. Sweet. Do you like girls who act like boys? They were called tomboys. I like everybody, Shane. I do not discriminate. In fact, I'd say yeah. I like girls who act like boys, boys who act like girls. I don't care. You just need to upgrade your PC. That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying. Well, I know why it happened. It was Crimson. It was Crimson. Crimson, you sabotage the stream, bro. Why is it every stream the stream wants to explode or something? Everything's back to normal. Silent game on. It really is, though. I don't know. It's just like sometimes I'll have a stream where nothing happens, and then other times it's like my internet decides to crap out, or like rather my internet adapter. It's because I have like pretty decent internet, but my internet adapter just bottlenecks my connectivity often. Or my, yesterday my freaking whole PC just crashed out of nowhere. Yeah, Shane, I like I said, I do not discriminate. I do not care. I'm a pretty queer dude myself, so would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you meta kids. Maybe you need to clean out the dust of your cup. Oh, CPU. I need to clean out the dust of my entire rig, dude. I haven't done that in a while. I have an alibi. I said I was going to draw something to get my ranking back there for its game overs. Ooh! You're going through right for the throat with that one, Crimson. Okay, that's respectful. Yeah, I appreciate that, Shane. Bro, I need a Peanut Man model so I can 3D print it. I've actually thought about doing that. It's always like odd to like think about doing like merch and stuff like that because I don't want to come off as like self-centered or conceited, but sometimes I've thought of 3D printing a little version of my character. I've been asking you questions. You asked me some. I'm kind of bored. I'll have to think about some. And then ship it to you, Peanut. That would be sweet. Game on. Do you have a do you 3D print stuff? Bro, if I could just get this key card. Nah, bro, just for fun, I would do because I recently got one. Oh, okay. Which one did you get? I'm not like an expert at all with 3D printing, but I a couple months ago got a Mingda Magician X2 from my dad because he initially got it and he just didn't use it, so he gave it to me. So I've only printed a couple things on it. I definitely would like to get back to figuring out things to print though. I need more filament, to be honest, though. Like I don't have the color that I'd like probably for like the shell of my character. I think it would be cool to paint prints though. I need to kind of get like a whole setup for it. I just need to either model or get a model. That might be something I feel like, because I mean, for the longest time I feel like I've needed to make a model or maybe even just get it commissioned because I know nothing about Blender. Blender is something that I've always wanted to learn though, especially because if I want to, because obviously there's other softwares you can use for 3D modeling, but I think Blender is one of those that's, I feel like it's just something I've always wanted to learn, you know, for 3D printing or for anything really, for thumbnails. Someone should get sponsors to get one. Hey, if there's anyone that wants to sponsor me for anything, I'm open to it. I don't know if I'm quite at that level yet, but I mean, I definitely would never take on a sponsor for something that I wouldn't endorse or that I don't personally use or would use or anything like that, but not known really, but it's a simple, pretty decent. Wasn't planning on getting anything big, but it's called an Anchor Make M5. Okay. I feel like I've actually heard of that. But yeah, mine's a bed slinger. It's a very simple, just standard FDM printer. Very simple. It does a good job though, I will say. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my dad bought it for probably no more than like a couple $100, if that. Oh my gosh. I think this game is glitched, if I'm being honest. The geneticist just isn't spawning.
Tear them to pieces.
And did you know there is a soap filament that actually prints soap? Wait, really? Interesting. Yeah, I'm planning on maybe getting a multiple layer later on, but ooh shoot. Sanding and painting, I really don't need one. Right. See, that's the thing is, I'd like to get like a dual nozzle setup. I'm not sure if I could even upgrade mine to that, but I feel like a lot of things I'd be able to just swap out filament, because that's what I've done before. There's several things that I've printed, I've just swapped filament. But yeah, if I'm able to get like a somewhat decent setup to paint stuff, even if it's literally just like model paints. And I don't have a Dremel or anything, so I'd like to probably get a Dremel, of course, for sure. But really, I feel like with a good Dremel, some good sandpaper, which is pretty cheap, and then just like some decent, you know, filler primer and some paints, then you can pretty much make whatever you want. Oh, did I? One of them dropped her arm. Where is it? Oh, it's right here.
Max ammo.
Where is the geneticist? I think this might be glitched, bro. And it's already like the rounds are already going by too quickly for this, dude. This is frustrating. Question time. Would you get any baddie you want or be Spider-Man with your bro? I've already got both, so I don't know, Shane. I don't know, man. I got the baddie I want and I'm Spider-Man, so. For now, I'm just hand sanding. Game on, you should drop some. I mean, if you're comfortable, you should drop some of the stuff you've printed or are working on in the Discord. That'd be, I'd love to see that, whatever it is. But yeah, I've that's all I've done is just hand sanding. But I think for some, especially for like some of the smaller, more detailed stuff, like it's just impossible with just hand sanding. Shane, is that the same thing? Right, bro. If you're Spider-Man with your bro, wouldn't you get any baddie you want? I mean, I'm living proof, bro. Well, I want to tell my homie to come watch you stream. I appreciate that, Shane. That is very kind of you. So this isn't too massive, but I printed a flipping PC power cover and put magnets in so my cat doesn't turn my PC anymore. Dude, that is see, that's the thing is those are the kind of prints that I really feel is worth getting a 3D printer. Obviously, I don't think it's for everybody, but I think pretty much all the things that I've printed, at least, like, I printed one figure, or actually two, and then I printed, actually, funnily enough, a few months back, I printed a splint for my finger because I hurt my pinky. So I printed a splint for it. And then I also printed, I custom designed a like holder for my phone for my balcony. So when I go out my balcony, I don't have to like keep my nerd neck going, craning my head down at my phone. And so it's, I used white filament because that's the color of like the supports on my balcony. So it's like this, the white part clips onto the balcony, so it basically blends in, and then it uses ball joints. So then the actual like holder part is just black, and then it has a little like screw nut on it that I made blue. I'll have to probably send a picture of it in the Discord, but yeah, just stuff like that I feel like are really cool. But thankfully my computer's like in a position where my cat can't really get on top of it. And there's also like stuff on top of my PC, so it's like not really room for my friggin' fat ass cat to get onto it. But my cat sure does know how to be a jackass in other ways, though. I meant that bro is the baddie. Who, Spider-Man? If so, then yeah, duh, because I'm Spider-Man. I had to invest in a caliper to get the measurements. Yeah, I like, interestingly, when I made the that phone mount, I didn't have a caliper yet. I do now. But it was just a lot of trial and error of just doing little test prints, like kind of like partial prints to get the proper dimensions, and then just like waiting for like 30 minutes for a little test print of the dimensions of that like piece to go onto the support. And going out there and testing to see if it would fit and stuff like that, because I literally just had to like use a ruler and kind of just like test out clearances and stuff like that. So now I do have a caliper, so it's a lot easier for things like that. But I wish I could join you when you play Skate, but I broke my laptop. Dang. Do you have like a console or anything, Shane? Because it's on, and it's going to be on mobile too, I think, at some point. But it's pretty much everywhere. It's on PC, it's on Xbox, PlayStation, even the last gen consoles. They will. I sometimes have Parmesan on my salad, and they will go to town if I don't keep it on my food. Dude, my cat has an obsession for McDonald's French fries. He really is just such a fatty, so he just is obsessed with any kind of food, really. Like, anytime I'm eating something, he's always trying to get it. Close enough. Mobile, what has EA become? For real, bro. It just does not need to be on mobile, in my opinion. And string cheese. That dude is obsessed with string cheese for some reason. He just loves dairy. He loves, like, any kind of cheese, any kind of, like, milk, ice cream, anything. Anything dairy, bro. I mean, I don't blame him for the French fry thing. They are good. Right. I don't blame him, bro. McDonald's French fries are pretty cracked. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this game is glitched, bro. This geneticist just it is round 14. This geneticist just isn't spawning. And I'm like... I think I'm honestly just going to high round for a little bit. So yeah. Run's dead. As Dark Viper would say, Run's dead. You guys watch Dark Viper AU? I love Dark Viper. Dude is a stud and a half. I'm gonna go pack a punch my gun. It already lags on my console, no, it becomes mobile. Yeah, honestly, I think the biggest, like, the most unfortunate part about it being mobile is, like, there's no wrong. I don't think there's anything wrong with the accessibility part of that. But the fact that they kind of now have to make sure that it plays well on mobile. It's kind of like the same thing with how usually, like, if there's a game that comes out on console and PC, you still have to kind of make sure that you take that kind of like broad brush approach of making sure it works on the worst possible platform, if that makes sense. So like if you release it on console and PC, you have to make sure it works well on console, even though PC is better capable of, you know, higher fidelity and performance and resolution, all that kind of stuff, right? But you still have to make sure that it plays well on console. My cat, if I don't play with them, I'll start climbing on my keyboard and lay down mid-game I'm playing. Dude, my cat loves to do that. He'll just jump right on top of, onto my, literally from the ground onto my keyboard. Right, sorry, I'm gonna like swipe at the apple. Hitting kickflip. Yeah. Dude, the fact that this map has been out for this long and this bug is still going on, and it happens like the majority of my games too. What was your first console? Mine was PS3 Super Slim. My first console was It might have been. It might have been a. I think it was a GameCube. I think it was a GameCube. The first one that I really remember though was a PS2. Ooh. Yikes. Yeah, I went from PS2 to PS3 and then Xbox One. And then Series S. Yeah, I feel like I went the route that, like, the opposite route that most people go, because most people grew up with, like, Xbox, especially, like, 360, and then they switched over to, like, PS4 and then stayed with PlayStation, but I was, like, the opposite. I started on PlayStation and switched over to Xbox.
You are but lambs to the slaughter.
Yeah, I think I'm probably going to call it here shortly, fellas. I'll probably be... I mean, I don't even know how long the last stream was. I think it was already almost 2 hours, the last one. Whoops. I did not mean to jump in here. But yeah, especially because this run's basically dead. I'm not trying to do the Easter egg anymore because the stupid glitch with the key card. So yeah. Sold the PS3 to buy a laptop, the same one I broke. Dang. Yeah, my I actually still have the same PS2 that I grew up on. Like, that was the PS2 that I, like, one of the, like, probably second or third console that I got and, like, really started playing on. So I still have that one to this day, and actually it still works like a charm. Like, it's crazy. But I mean, I do try to take good care of it and stuff. But yeah, I do still actually play on it from time to time, like WWE and Tomb Raider, stuff like that. And then when I got my PS3, that actually I had for a few years, and then it died on me. It was like basically the PlayStation version of the Red Ring of Death is what happened to it. And then I got an Xbox One, and I honestly stayed with that Xbox One until probably, I think it was Christmas of 2023 when I got a Series S, and that's what I've been on since. And I also obviously play on PC too, but
gravity conditions reverting to normal levels.
I went from 3DS, PS3, Wii, Xbox One, Game Boy Advance, Nintendo, Xbox, original Xbox 360, PS2, PS4, then PC. Damn! I went from PS1, DS, I think 3DS, Wii U, Xbox 360, Xbox One, PS4, Switch Lite, and then this year I finally bought my own console, and it was a Switch 2. Nice. So yeah, I have a Switch 1 too, but I only recently actually got that. I got that in 2023. Because I've just never been like a huge Nintendo guy. I also, like, really haven't had that many consoles. I was pretty dang broke growing up. I mean, I still am, but I own more consoles, I just can't name them all. I'm not trying to brag. I'll be playing WWE on that, right? Right.
Gravity falling.
I love me some PS2 WWE. What, this nerd got a Dreamcast or something? I think I actually used to have a Dreamcast back in the day. But I've been saving up for a PS Vita. Might be able to get it in December because my laptop is being fixed. Dude, PS Vitas are so underrated. I never had one myself, but I remember like some of my buddies in school used to have them, and I just, oh, it's an Uber class, oh my gosh. I just thought they were so cool, being able to play video games on the bus, dude. Are you kidding? I know now there's like the Steam Deck and all that, but that thing's like massive. PS Vita is like literally the size of like an iPhone 5. You literally just like keep it in your pocket. I almost got a GameCube. I do have Nintendo 64 and the OG Nintendo NES. Nice. I had the Mario Edition DS. You used to have a Mario Edition? I don't even know where the heck you got those other two DSs from that we have now. Wait, is that the red one? Because that one don't even work anymore. Nintendo, I have a lot of Nintendo stuff I always was always a fan of. If I get it, I will modify it. Heck yeah, you gotta. I was broke back then, so I barely got Nintendo stuff, and I got a Wii U during the Nintendo Switch period. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I've always just had, like, I was on my PlayStation 2 for the longest time. Like, back when everybody was playing on the 360, I was on PS2. Like, I'd go over to my buddy's house and play on Xbox 360, play all, like, CODs and everything. And then, of course, I did end up getting PS3 and was able to start playing COD and stuff on that.
1G standard. Please return all trays and tables to an upright position.
I do wish I eventually get the Virtual Boy. That's really cool. There's so many. Like, I honestly, there used to be this little retro games, and like they would sell retro games, comics, figures, all that kind of stuff right by my house, literally like within walking distance. They were only open for like not even a year, but I'd go there all the time to get like comics and figures and games and all that kind of stuff. And they used to have some consoles too. But they unfortunately went out of business because it was just like a little mom and pop shop. And unfortunately they weren't able to keep themselves afloat, so they ended up shutting down. But there's so many consoles that I want to get, just like to have as like collector items. Whoa! I won my DSi. I don't know if my dad did. I think like 2010. I don't know. My sister has the Mario one. Oh. What? Wait, who? Which one? Text me it.
All personnel brace positions.
Cause I'm about to take it. But she don't even use it. I never even had a DS as a kid. I always wanted one, but I never got one. I really want to play Duck Hunt also, but unfortunately I don't have a CRT to play on because the gun won't work. Dang. I got a Sonic themed Wii U, despite I clearly remember asking I wanted anything but Sonic themed Wii U. Hey, what's up? What's wrong with Sonic? What's going on with Sonic 8 right now? What about Sega Genesis? Anyone had one of those?
No extra charge.
I don't know. I don't think so. I have a hard time remembering what my first like couple consoles were, to be honest. That was so, dude, I literally was like, I might as well have come out the womb with the controller in my hand. I was barely sentient when I started playing video games, bro. Should I talk to my crush? Duh. Kidding me? No balls. Life's too short not to talk to your crush. And what's the worst that can happen? If you get rejected by the Huz, there's plenty more Huzes in the sea. Ain't that how the saying goes? Didn't F with Sonic back then. I've always been a Sonic guy. Okay, I think I'm probably going to bro, you need to get your Xbox customized to match your channel. Yeah,
Alert.
I definitely do. That's
Gravity
something I've been
conditions are
wanting to
being
do,
restored
but
to usual levels.
I've had Captain Crunch for years, and that's just kind of like always been my gamer tag. But I do think that I'd like to probably change it to Peanut Man sometime soon. So it had like a Peanut Man icon on there and everything. That would be cool too, yeah. Gained sentience at the worst era. Nintendo was advertising Smash Ultimate on the Wii U when I had the Wii U, and I was like, oh my gosh. I very fortunately gained sentience at the best era of gaming ever. Peanut flavored ice cream. What? Worst part of all, I walk with her in the group. 3 guys and her. You just gotta make yourself eat. Here is what I gotta say about that, Shane. You gotta have that MVP mentality.
All stations prepare for reduced gravity conditions. Stow all tools and loose objects.
You wouldn't ever trade an MVP, right? You gotta become untradeable, bro. You gotta make yourself more noticeable than the other dudes. And that is not by being a douchebag. Or, you know, not respecting people's boundaries and stuff. That's just by being a chill dude. Being a kind dude. You know? Because unfortunately most young dudes are kind of dickwads. So. Nah, not gamer tagged actual console man. Oh, what? Like a custom Peanut Man Xbox? That'd be sick, actually. Like a custom skin for it. Start bringing your consoles and quietly flex them. Right, dude. Just stick like a... Stick an entire Xbox Series X in your back pocket. And just bring that to school. That's what I did with my Switch Lite. It did not work. Look, man. They're not worth it then. True baddies would be like, damn. I'm the tallest and fastest in the group, and I'm the best Call of Duty mobile player in my class. Bro. Dude, the fact that, like, that... I can't, like... That brings me back, dude. I was never the tallest or the fastest. I still am not. I was just... quite the nerd back in the day, but the fact that like that was the metric for like, oh, he's the tallest and the fastest, or especially like if you're the fastest, you just got the instant chick magnet. Bro, I swear when I was young, I always wanted to like make my Xbox controller custom, but I ended up having to clean the Sharpie off. Dude, I'm pretty sure I did the same thing. But yeah, I remember especially like back in the day with all like the custom scuff controllers and stuff like that. That all the big YouTubers had. I was always so jealous, dude. I always thought that was so cool. But yeah, I think honestly I'm probably going to end it off here, fellas. Getting pretty hungry. I streamed a lot longer than I honestly aimed for. I try and keep my stream for between like an hour to 2 hours, and I think it's probably closer to like 3 hours, but I enjoyed hanging out with you guys. I brought my Wii U and the console with the wires to summer school, and I heard security say, "Is that a bomb?" Quietly, I walked within the metal detector. Oh my gosh. Alrighty. What a booty game, dude. I hate that glitch had to happen. Probably wouldn't have made it to the boss fight, but anyways, I appreciate you guys all joining me. As always, had a great time. You guys are awesome. But yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna wrap things up. Appreciate you guys all hanging out with me, whether in the chat or even just hanging out, just viewing. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Toby. Yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, feel free to drop a sub. If you'd like to support me even further and gain access to some pretty cool perks, you're always welcome to join as a channel member. The link to that is down below if you subscribe. Just click the join button. Totally optional though. Even just being here is support enough. We do also have a Discord as well for the community to hang out and chat with me off stream, so you're welcome to join me on there as well. That is pinned in the chat right now, I believe, or maybe it's not actually anymore. Oh yeah, okay, that was last stream, so let me pin that in the chat again for anybody that hasn't and would like to join and chat with me and some of the other fellas that are actually in the chat right now. We'd love to have you. It's a pretty cool place over there. So there is that. But yeah. Oh yeah, last thing, I swear. I'm not trying to sound like a freaking douche right now to you guys, but I am trying to unlock live access over on TikTok. I just need to get to 50 followers, so if you'd like to help me reach that goal and be able to start streaming on TikTok as well, drop a follow over there. It would be greatly appreciated. I'm just Peanut Man Stinks on all my socials. Let's see if I can get it to pop up here for you guys. Oop, right there. Peanut Man Stinks on everything, so if you'd like to, be sure to drop a follow over there. Get me to 50 followers. That would be very much appreciated. But yeah, again, even just being here is support enough. I appreciate each and every one of you. Enjoyed hanging out with you guys. Probably going to be streaming next Monday, I think. Yeah, if you'd like to stay up to date on when I stream next, definitely be sure to join the Discord. But yeah, that's about it. That's all I got. That's enough being Salesman Peanut Man for now. Appreciate you guys all. Hopefully you guys all have a good rest of your day, night, whatever time it is. And I'm going to end it here. I love you all, and I hope to see you guys next time.